Hi there. This is the last 2 episodes of Wintertime, Fionna and Cake. I'm greatly grateful to everyone who's subscribed and watched my videos. It's been a fun time. Hopefully we can get this channel going beyond 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Please subscribe if you're not already and support me and the channel on my Patreon page, AnimeTyler space toons. Starting at just $1 a month gets you my weekly work schedule posted every Friday, animation sneak peeks, previews, and a chance at a $10 Amazon gift card giveaway. All I need is 500 plus supporters by November 30th, 2024. Now onto the video. We open with the opening one more time. Episode 9 is titled Casper and Nova. Fionna awakens in the magical world and finds Cake. They head to the bakery where Princess Gumball works, only to find a monster gummy guy. They run away and find Lee, who's also a vampire. They eventually go home to their apartment and everything is fine. And Fionna opens the freezer to find a frozen Simon. Says, "Are you happy now? Everything that happened are you happy? Everything that's happened?" And it'll be a dream sequence, and everything isn't magical, and they both apparently had the same dream. The humans skated on the ice and are wandered by a talking cat. Soon Fionna gets shooed away. They leave, and Simon sees human Marshall Lee and human PG. She tells them their world is inside this person named Simon's head. It's about to become a magical. And then Cake, who Fionna is wearing an extra clothes, pops up talking. We jump back to Simon, who awakens in a strange universe, and we see the witch talking to Glob, praying to him. Then we see Glob and Simon says, "Betty, are you in there?" Glob reforms the witch into a green cube. There's many green cubes all around Simon. Simon talks to Glob, even though Betty doesn't respond, talking about how he wasted her second chance, and how he meet two people who really need him. Simon is about to put on the crown when Glob strikes. We then open with Beth and Sherman, who show up at the end of the Wintertime series finale. There is some sort of future city being chased. They're in some sort of future city being chased. Beth uses these strange powers to get Sherman over the wall, then grabs a ladder through the person's his tummy hole. The guys who were chasing them pursue them. They escape the city. Apparently, the two spray painted the city all over, and this is why they're after them. The two have a to-do list and have done 4 things on their revolutionary check list. Sherman rides on Beth, then Sherman starts to shake. Then Beth puts Sherman on the ground because he's not going to let him ride anymore. Then he looks down on a puddle, and it's Simon in the reflection of Sherman saying, "Betty, why did you send me here?" Simon in Sherman's body is on his way to the library with Beth. They now see Simon trying to put on the crown. His mind, he is in the future of as Sherman puts on his actual body is in Glob's dimension. Scarab tries killing Simon, but Glob Betty won't allow it. He becomes little bugs, but one of the little bugs enters Simon's head. Next, we're back in the world in Simon's head. Cake and Fionna find the sparkles. Unfortunately, Scarab little bugs has found them, and now they're all over Simon's head world. Scarab mini bugs are infecting the whole world. Fionna says, "Simon, what's going on?" And we just back to the future world. Beth and Simon. They get to the library. We see what looks like Turtle Princess dead body. There's not very many books left in the library. Beth tells Sherman, who is in Simon's body, to toss down books he does. Unfortunately, the last book Simon tosses down, falls to the ground. We then see what appears to be Shadow lurking on the other side of the library shelf. Beth tells him we should really get going, but Simon not ready to leave because he's looking for a specific book. Simon finds the book he's after. We then see paper creatures. These must be the descendants of Paper Pete, who Finn befriends in the episode Paper Pete. Simon and Beth escape from the paper creatures. Next, the turtle shell has a robotic creature inside it that fires at the two of them. They both escape. Next, we're back in Simon's head universe, where Fionna, Human PG, Cake, and Human Lee are trying to bash the mini scarabs with their feet. And Cake, with her stretchy fists with no effect, Fionna steals the gem from one of the mini scarabs, and it tries to attack her. To get it back, she's saved by someone using a rake. Then Fionna uses the crystal to lure the mini scarabs away, right into Cake's trap. Next, we're back with Prismo, who's still stuck in the cube that Scarab put him in episode 2, way back. He's been pounding on it from the outside, inside, outside, and finally make a crack in it. But he's not free yet. He continues to pound and says, "Got to save Fionna and Cake." We shift back with Fionna and Cake in Simon's head world. They are in Fionna's apartment, caging the mini scarab human PG, aka Scarab Human PG, and Fionna. If the Scarab unites, he's gonna destroy our universe. And Fionna says yes, and they can't kill him because he's immortal. Fionna wonders what would happen to Simon. What happened to Simon? Then we skip to Glob and Simon's body. Unfortunately, Simon's mind is in another place in the future of Sherman's body. They get to a reading place. Unfortunately, the future books are hard to open. Simon tries but fails to open soon. Beth takes the book out. Now the book appears to be a choose your own adventure book. This book might lead Simon to his book. His book. Beth thinks that Sherman is playing a bit, and he's dedicated to it. Even though Simon's mind is in Sherman's body, he still sounds like Sherman. Anyway, they continue reading to get the crown. Unfortunately, Simon's choice didn't get to the crown, and he tried to redo. Unfortunately, there's no redos in this book. We now jump back to the Fionna and Cake in Simon's head universe. Cake watches Cheers. Then Fionna is worried about Simon and decided that he's going to go through the portal, and Cake goes to see Cake. So does everyone else. Human LSP was apparently sleeping in Fionna's apartment, awakens and sees the mini scarabs in jars and sets them free. Unfortunately, they attack the foolish man and became a whole once more. And Scarab destroys Fionna's apartment. Episode 10, Cheers. The final episode, we open with the characters from Simon's book about the magical crown in space. They're fighting aliens, and they have the crown that they're after. And the evil person vanishes away from the crown. Apparently, Simon's still playing the game to find the crown. I'm thinking at this point, this book won't lead Simon to the actual crown. Then we see a cyborg choose goose who claims that he's not a goose, he's Pawn Swan. Simon tells him to get out of here. Beth asks Simon, "What's wrong? You love Pawn Swan." Simon says over a while, struggling to put the crown on his head, that he has to stop the scarab. We see Sherman playing a video game. Next we open back into Simon's head universe. Fionna asks, since we're back in our universe, it's all good, but he's going to destroy their universe. And then since the creatures he imprisoned And the egg. Oh yeah, Scarab sends the creatures. Wait, I misread that. Okay, Cake sends the creatures he imprisoned, and the egg creatures alive, and they're not happy with. But Scarab murders them all. We jump to the story time with Simon for like a minute. Then it's back to Simon's head universe as the humans run away from Scarab. But Scarab is too much for them. He successfully gets his crystal back and uses his power, his weapon, to destroy piece by piece, their universe, fading to white pieces all around. The citizens all run away. Cake stretches into a giant Godzilla-like monster and kicks him. Next, we jump back into Simon and Beth reading. Simon gets to the last chapter where he finds that the choice is either let the one he loves die or drink a potion that'll save her, but he'll lose his memory of the one he loves. Simon gets free from this, and Sherman returns and says he was a prisoner in his own head. We'll jump back into Simon's head universe where Godzilla Cake is fighting. Unfortunately, Cake is overdoing it, and Scarab defeats her. Human PG tries to fight with sweets, and Human Lee fights with music. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. He sends a food vendor cart crashing into the two of them. Fionna runs holding Cake. She sees both her friends, Human PG and Lee, bruised and beaten down. She says, "I take it back. I want this universe," meaning she doesn't care about her original magical world. Next, Simon awakens holding the Ice King crown. Simon thinks to himself, what if he had chosen to do things later and not found the crown? He takes over his young self and plays out like the game in the future. Anyway, Simon realizes that they made their choices, and Betty doesn't have any regrets. Betty says, "You were a wonderful experience, Simon." Say you were everything when she departed to Glob. Betty was disabling his phone. She unlocked it, and he noticed that he missed a call from Fionna. He calls her, and she explains that the Scarab was there, and Simon says you'd probably fight better with magic, but she refused to, saying that this is the only world they want to fight for, even though Scarab seems unbeatable. Soon Simon fights with trying to put the crown on his head. He then tosses the crown into the void, and then out of his mouth spouts out a pink object. It's actually Fionna's universe. We jump back to Fionna. They're in their trouble as she calls Simon, who puts his hand with the flower universe through magic sparkle void and gives it to Fionna. She blows it essence throughout their universe. Then Glob grabs Simon, and it looks like he's about going to be eaten. But then Glob blows him away. Simon jumps from these little things that are universes, trying to find his. Then Prisma finally frees himself with one arm free. He scrolls the universe, finds the universe that was in Simon's head, and realizes that it became a legit universe. Scarab continues his attack, but his weapon repairs everything because he can't destroy an authorized universe. He then goes berserk and is going to destroy it with the whole world barehanded. Prisma wonders what to do. Then skip to Simon, who's lying in a forest on Fionna's universe. Then on Fionna's universe, when they get back up. Cake gets the squirrel she met in episode 2 to give Fionna growing strawberries. She eats all of them, grows huge, and beats on Scarab. Next, Cake becomes a hammer, and they crush him. Then Cake used his crystal to egg him. Everything is at peace, and Fionna returns to normal size. They eventually rebuild their universe. Everything is at peace. Scarab ends up as a janitor for Prismo. Next, we are with Simon talking about his wife to Finn's mom program. If you're not familiar with the Finn mom program, that was I think his original mom died, and she put her subconscious into these like remade versions of herself. All right. Oh, wait, where was I at? Vince Mom program. Apparently, he's thinking of moving next. Is thinking of moving. Next, we open with Fionna planting flowers. It ends with a princess bubblegum tank rolling across the field, and with Fionna saying, "Just an ordinary universe." Thanks for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. Help me reach 1,000 plus subscribers and 4,000 plus watch hours. Thanks, and please consider supporting my channel on my Patreon page, AnimeTyler space toons. Starting at just $1 a month, you get my weekly work schedule posted every Friday, animation sneak peeks, and a chance at a $10 Amazon gift card giveaway. All I need is 500 plus supporters by November 30th, 2024 for the $10 gift card. And if you support me at $7.99 a month, I need 200 supporters on there, on that tier. I'm going to be giving away not one, but 2 additional gift cards. Remember, I just need 200 supporters on there, and I'll be giving away 1 gift card. It might be a couple of gift cards equaling a total of $10, but I will be releasing 2 gift cards in either 2 gift cards total equaling $20 total in July and December. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next video. Bye for now. Bye!